Hello everybody, Flik here, time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we're looking at M.A.V, which stands for Modular Assault Vehicle. Mechs, basically, and if you know anything about me, you'll know I love mechs and big stompy robots, etc. So this was right up my alley. This is it's an early-ish build, and it's by Bombdog Studios. I almost said Boomdog, I'm not entirely sure why. And they say it's inspired by Chromehound. It has a very Mech Warrior, which one was it I played a lot of? I think it was Mech Warrior 2. One of the Mech Warrior games that I played a lot of. This has a lot of similar feelings about it, the way it plays. It has a very interesting customization element where you can basically build a mech from the ground up, and I'll just go into single player and it should load me into my garage or maybe the world map. We'll see in a second here. Oh, I do not remember building this monstrosity. I think this might have been one I picked at random. Yeah, so in M.A.V, you can build your own mech, and in this current build, really, there's only a bunch of areas you can go into and basically just have a deathmatch against some AI opponents, not components. But you can make pretty much anything you like, and I do have some saved ones. This is one that was randomly selected for me. Like, I can just press auto-generate a bunch of times, and we can just see some of the variety of things you can come up with. Ooh, that's interesting. I might stick with that one to test it out. Yeah, so there's a bunch of weapons and whatnot, and if I wanted, I could add a part, for example, and this is what we've got. It's basically every weapon type you can imagine. Machine guns, howitzers, rocket launchers, etc. Sniper rifles. I find the sniper rifles a bit off in this current build. I tried using one in a mech I built myself that I might show off towards the end. It's called the Abomination. You'll see why when I get there. Assault rifles I find to be... Wait, no, it was machine guns I find to be ridiculously weak. Assault rifles I've not tried. Shotguns I've seen be very effective. Cannons I've not tried. But they've all got different stats. Usually you have to pay attention to the weight value because there's a certain limit based on the tracks you pick. So the weight limit for this guy is actually pretty decent. What weapons is this automatically given him? Let's have a little look here. A Con Y6 HD. Another one. I think those are shotguns, possibly, or maybe they're not. I have no idea. That's one thing, you can't tell at a glance until you're used to everything. Like, I can usually recognize machine guns or rocket launchers, but... and that's additional armor up there at the top. So even if you do pick a M.A.V at random by auto-generating, you can then just customize it to your desired needs. So if I didn't want, say, these 3 guns on this side, I would put it there. And there is directional damage. Your weapons can be damaged where, like, if you get shot from, say, this side, this weapon here could get destroyed. To actually die, your battery has to be destroyed, or your tracks. I'm not entirely sure why your feet are such a prime target, but they are. And I suppose before I'll jump into a match just as this is equipped, although I quickly have to set which weapons are in which groupings. This is so that you can change on the fly what weapons you're firing. So if we do group 1, we'll make it be that weapon, we'll make it all that side, I guess, just because I'm not 100% sure what they are. Then make group 2 the weapon on this side, which is an X-Con. So it's actually all the same weapon type, just different stats. Okay, and I will go into deploy, and as I see the world map here, I'll just go over some stuff. There is a Kickstarter for M.A.V, and at the time of me filming this, it's already 50% funded in just 5 days of running, which is actually fairly remarkable. That said though, there's still 25 days more or less by the time you see this to get the rest of the funding, so I do encourage you to check the description box below. There will be a link to the M.A.V website and also to their Kickstarter. The Kickstarter will probably be in front anyway. But still, so we are given this kind of list of areas. They're all just death matches. I've tried a few of them. I didn't like the new Amazon one because it slowed my PC down for some reason, and also the AI didn't seem very adept at it. Let's see what else we can have. Outpost Alpha, I think I've done. No Man's Pass. Let's try this and we'll just get into what the game looks like. Now keep in mind, everything is not finished. About 2 years of work has gone into it so far, but I think it's a one-man operation as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, time remaining is 10 minutes and we're in. I've never actually used a track-based mech before, so bear with me here. And let's find out. Oh, are these rocket launchers? They are blooming rocket launchers, so that's fine. And I can switch to my other rocket there. Now, generally what you want to do is look in the kind of cat picture-in-picture in the top right there for when you're aiming, because that's the only place your crosshair will appear. And it's also slightly zoomed in, so it's a bit easier to see where you're going. I believe I can just walk through trees, or drive through as the case may be. They are destroyable, because I've accidentally sniped many a tree. Oh, and there's a fight going on in the distance there. Damn you, tree! Okay, we'll leave the tree alone. His life has been spared this time. I want to go see the fight that's happening. I'm not 100% sure why you would want to put extra armour on top of your MAV. I mean, surely you would want it in front or behind, but... Oh, there's a stocky one walking on 2 legs in the distance there. Oh, they're having all the fights down there. I wonder what kind of range I've got on rockets. Let's stop, kinda line this up and fire. Okay, the recoil on this is massive. I need to be much closer if I want this to be... You do have limited ammunition, by the way, but if you go into sheds like the one up there, you get repaired and you get ammo replenished. Oh, that tree had a bad day. Unfortunately, I'm still too far away. Let's change to my other one and try that. That was a hit, I think. So we've got a flamethrower 2-legged robot, M.A.V, whatever, going after another one on tracks. The one on tracks is probably more wounded. I wonder if I can... I don't really need to help him out, as it were. We're all against one another, but... No, I'm firing too soon. There we go, that was a hit. It's hard to tell at present when you land hits. It would be nice if, like in Front Mission 3... I know this is a weird example, but it's another mech game, so bear with me here. When you hit something in Front Mission 3... you see the health bars of all their parts, so that you know what you've done damage to, and it helps you decide what you're going after next. Like, maybe you've got a really good chance of blowing up a robot's left arm, say, and that might have their shield on it in that game anyway. So, some kind of indicator to know that you've actually landed a hit would be very nice, I feel, because I sometimes don't know, based on the particle effects, whether I've hit something, and that's another problem I had with the sniper rifle. Also, these guys are... I've noticed in fighting these track-based MAVs that they're awfully tough. I mean, this guy was taking... Oh, he hit me and it made my crosshair go up. This guy was taking damage from the other one. In fact, my armor plating is taking some hits. See, my health is appearing in the top left of the screen, by the way, if you're too busy paying attention to the picture on the right. So I know which areas of my mech are being hit. I have no idea whether I should be focusing down this guy's arms or tracks or anything, because I don't see his health. And I think that's a mistake. I think there should be a method of seeing each individual bit on an enemy. Maybe you have to equip a heavy or expensive power-wise sensor. I'm out of ammo for my main weapon, so I think that was a kill though. Yeah, usually when the black cloud appears, that's it. I need to find a shed now, otherwise I'm only going to fire one missile every like 5 seconds. Where was that shed I saw before? Oh, there's the flamethrower mech respawned. When your tracks get damaged, you also move a bit slower, so this may take me a little while. I've just noticed, I could be wrong about this, but I am fairly sure this is just a retextured version of a desert map. So, because the thing that kind of twigged me there was because the shed is in almost exactly the same place to a stage I've already played. So hopefully there's a bit more diversity once the funding has been reached. I didn't check the goals of the Kickstarter campaign to start with, but I hope that there'll be multiplayer in mind, there'll be additional graphics and effects, HUD options I would say would be a good idea. But the reason I did a video on this, even in its early-ish state, is because I love mech games, so I am willing to forgive a lot in a mech game. You may not be, it may not be your thing either if you didn't grow up on Chrome Hounds and such like. That's fair enough. But there is promise here, I think. Oh yeah, right, I can't change weapon. I will switch to a different mech after this match is over, and we'll try and win. Oh, I do find some of the crosshairs really difficult to judge what it means as well. That should hit. That was a direct hit, that was a nice shot. So here we go, repair. I think what would also be really nice, and I don't even know if this is planned or not, I'm just kind of spitballing ideas. A versus mode, competitive. Oh, someone tried to shoot me as I came in. You kind of have a destroyable base with, say, turrets or shield generators or stuff, other things that can be destroyed, and your goal is not just to kill the enemy team but also destroy their base. So maybe kills of enemy MAVs. I will keep on saying mechs because it's the word I'm used to. Killing enemy MAVs doesn't necessarily give you points, but you have to kill them so that you can get at their base. I think that'd be a very fun mode. Oh no, I needed to reload. And it's you again. You that I struggled to kill the first time. Ah, that hurt. He got my battery on the right there really good. It's a very odd place to put a battery. I should have paid more attention to that. There is the main battery on the rear of the MAV, but there's a secondary one on my right shoulder. I guess because it needed the extra power. But my front armour has rhino plating, which is really nice stuff. So if I get him to keep on hitting the front of me... It's got height advantage. If I was a Jedi, I'd already be dead. he must have hit my sensors or something as well, because of my camera is getting a bit blurry. I've got lots of rockets though. Make your time. Someone just railgunned at us there, I think. Well, not necessarily a railgun, but still. Get back here. Got you in the head. See, once again, I don't know what I've already done lots of damage to. I guess because his weapons are smoking, I must have hit those. Oh, my sensors are going mad now. I need to kind of turn to the right a little bit so he's not hitting that pack on my shoulder. Ah, yeah, that's why. If I turn to my right gun, the one where it's just got one, that's the view that's really bad because it's been heavily damaged, whereas my left arm with the 3 rocket launchers are actually totally fine. This is it for you. This is it for you. Come on, you must be almost dead by now. I've been hitting the same place for ages. A bit more visual representation. I know I was saying about the HUD earlier, showing damage to certain areas. Even if bits just kind of fell off the mech. I know if you blow up their arms, you do actually see the guns like getting blown off. That's nice. A bit more of that would be very fun. Because I think that's the whole love of... I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking for myself here, but the other thing about Stompy Robot stuff is watching them destroy the crap out of each other. Seeing things get blown apart. And that kind of stuff. I just realised I may have sounded like some kind of Michael Bay fan there. I certainly am not that. Also, reversing is a bit hard. I mean, it's because you can turn your upper body irrelevant to wherever the tracks are facing, or legs as the case may be. Anyway, there we go. We're going to repair and replenish ammunition. Well, my power supply was the one that needed the most repairing. There's also 2 minutes 40 in the map. 200. What did I just say there? 2 minutes 40 in the map. 2 minutes 40. Don't know what the hell is wrong with me today. 2 minutes 40 remaining in the match. And I haven't died yet. And that is a first. I've never gotten through a match without being annihilated. Although granted, I've been using M.A.Vs that I've made myself, and they're not necessarily the best. I think there's a lot of trial and error with what works. Some kind of practice chamber would be a nice idea, where maybe it just throws you up against a really weak enemy AI M.A.V just so you can test your builds. That would be handy too, rather than having to jump in a full 10-minute match, although granted this is in progress. This is basically the only thing there is so far, and it won't be the only thing once it's fully finished. Now I can't see any enemies, so I'm going to press M to bring up the map here. There's apparently one directly in front of me, and then there's two having a... I don't know what they're doing over on the right, but I'll keep on heading forward and see what we see. Oh, there's one up there. The one with tracks all the way in the distance going up that mountain. But there should be one closer than that, just over these mounds here. And unfortunately, based on my speed, even if I was to start a fight really soon, I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm not even going to get to this guy over here. I don't think. Before the match runs out. But when it does, that will give me a chance to show off the Abomination and go into a match with it to show off what I think needs a bit of work. The sniper mechanics. I don't like how the guns fire. Sniper rifles, that is. But yeah, I get to show off my horrific monstrosity. Let's see, where are you? There was someone here. Let me just perch myself up here. Let me see the map. He's apparently on my left. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Oi, you. You must remember there is realistic trail off when you fire. Although for rockets, is that really true? I don't know. I've never fired a rocket launcher before. If you have, let me know in the comments. And also the situation that led to you firing a rocket launcher. That'd be interesting. Oh, he was doing nothing until I fired. Now he's pissed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, it doesn't look like flamers do very much damage to whatever I'm equipped with. But he is fast, and I am not. Ow. Could you just stop burning me, please, and just kind of die? I want to try and take one of his arms off to show you the direction of damage on those, at least. See if I can keep on trying to pick on that. It doesn't look like I can get him, really. Oh no, he took out two of my rock. He took out my arm. Oh well, I kind of showed it off in an accidental manner. Signal lost. Okay, he's taken out my sensors, and I think I died there just as it ended. So I got 4 kills, no assists, 7,000 damage, no deaths. So, although it doesn't even say that. Didn't kill any parts either. I've killed parts, like blown someone's arm off before, and still had that read 0. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Still, we will go back to the garage and I will switch to the Abomination. Load M.A.V. The Abomination. I thought I made it pink. I don't remember leaving it red. Let's fix that. Let's make the Abomination... That's not even pink really. That's like purplish pink. But whatever. I think I need to, yep, the power supply in the back there. Yeah, so the Abomination is armed with a sniper rifle here. I think those are 3 shotgun, oh no, those are 3 machine guns, and they're pretty pants. But still, we'll jump back out of the garage, and we'll go to, I'll go to the desert stage to show off the point I was illustrating. Now, was it Giant Leap, or was it Blind Alley? Or was it this one? I'm pretty sure it was Crater Arena. Actually, let's go to one I've not seen before. Giant Leap sounds weird. So let's have a look and see what this is. And I will kind of start wrapping up here. I'm not sure I want to have a full second match in, especially because I'm using a M.A.V that does not function. So I'll kind of wrap up by saying that this was M.A.V. I've already forgotten what M.A.V stands for. Wait, I will remember. It's Modular Assault Vehicle. M.A.V. Modular Assault Vehicle, yes. By Bombdog Studios. Look at the, like, this thing walks like it's crapped itself. That's the other thing. So my sniper obviously has a really good zoom on it, but watch kind of how it fires. Where did that shot go? I've got no idea. It kind of, like, it was as if it went up here and hit into the building. So the sniper fire needs to look more like a railgun, I think. You basically need to know where your shots go. I don't know where that shot went. I'll do it again, watch. Ah, now that one did actually go, but do you see what I mean? When the flare effect goes off, because it's like a flare coming out the nozzle of your gun, it looks like it's firing off to the sides. And because you don't have any like real damage recognition on an enemy unless you're blowing their body bits off, it's hard to tell where you're firing. And as a fairly proficient sniper in other games I play, I find that distracting from what I'm supposed to be doing. So we'll just shuffle along here. Now what was I saying? Oh yes, I was kind of going over things. So yes, by Bombdog Studios. There is a Kickstarter, as I mentioned, already 50% funded with only 5 days, so it might overshoot its goal by miles. I assume there's stretch goals because there usually is. So this is also a game, not just with a lot of promise, but also that has a really good chance of hitting said stretch goals. The plans are for a PC release only at first, I think. I can't remember if there was any mention of a macro. Oh, he got pissed when I got near. Oh, you can blow these up, that's good to know. But he's using crappy machine guns as well, and a shotgun. Shotguns are a bit OP, I find. He took out half my health with one shotgun blast there, or half my leg health, which is the health that matters. Yeah, there, that's what happens when you die. I got absolutely annihilated. The Abomination is awful. That's my own fault though, I built it. I just picked it random though, really. I wasn't really paying much attention to stats. I just picked that and weapons I wanted to test. Because I'm a sniper, and so I like sniping things. Can I destroy these buildings? Another thing as well, obviously the sound assets and whatnot are not necessarily finished. There needs to be a bit more music. There's music on the title screen, but that's about it. Can I blow up this? I am genuinely curious whether I can blow up these buildings. Oh, the game stuttered there. Oh, stuttering again. It is not liking me shooting this building for some reason. Oh. Yeah, that building that just disappeared into a puff of smoke. That must have been a wizard. A bit more realistic destruction is another thing I would hope that would come from the full game. But this has been M.A.V. I think it is one to watch. It needs a bit of work still, in my opinion. Feel free to disagree. But yeah, it is one to watch. It's one that has promise. And if you're into your stompy mech games, if you liked Mech Warrior back in the day and don't want to even talk about that free-to-play one, this might be something to consider. It's definitely one to watch to see what happens once, especially once the Kickstarter ends and whether or not stretch goals have been met. Also, I'm just going to turn my upper body while still walking forwards because that's confusing as hell and it's quite fun. Where was I getting shot at from? I don't even know. Anyway, this is Flik and also the pink Abomination here, saying thank you for watching. If you want to support the developer in a free way, please consider liking the video or just sharing it with people who may be interested. Also, the mechanics on the legs go a bit freaky. I think I am actually stuck. Can I walk down here? Or yeah, I can go back down here, but no. Oh, yep. Okay, yep. Yes, this has been M.A.V. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more gaming stuff, more Let's Look Ats, and more of all the other things that I do. Thank you for watching once again, and ta-ta for now.